Everybody talks about aloha, aloha here, aloha there. So today's conversation, I want to really review. I want to go granular on Aloha POS system. I want to give you a really an in-depth review. And the question is it worth it all? I mean, so here's an overview I really want you to pay attention to. So when you think about Aloha, I want you to think about NCR Aloha. It's basically a cloud-based tech platform that helps operators embrace digital transformation to run every aspect of the restaurant, drive on and off-premise revenue, streamline management, and exceed guest expectations. So the bottom line here is that if you use Aloha, you're trying to really boost revenue, you're trying to boost customer engagement, you're trying to really streamline your operations in whatever kind of whatever type of system you use. So Aloha, I want you to think about cloud-based. It is cloud-based, so everything is run off the internet, okay, and you are able to know exactly how much you're selling. You'll be able to know exactly what kind of inventory you have left in the warehouse or what have you. So what we love about Aloha, to be really honest with you, is the constellation of core capabilities that this tool brings you. And I'm talking about fixed and mobile POS, contactless dining, analytics, online ordering, third-party delivery integrations, and more. So this is a great tool, and so this tool right now is used in thousands of restaurants worldwide. I'm not talking about just Teaneck, New Jersey, or Atlanta, Georgia. No, it's everywhere. So thousands of customers worldwide have embraced Aloha. And what we love about Aloha also is that it has been released about like 5 years now, but it's been kicking ass like crazy. Okay. By the way, boss, welcome back to the show. I really appreciate having a convo with you today about Aloha. And we love the fact that Aloha, again, they're constantly actually improving. They're constantly kicking ass. And as a matter of fact, they even offer in-house payment processing that accepts all major forms of payment. And EMV technology is also available with Aloha. It's very easy to build menus and offer seasonal promotions to customers. We love that aspect a lot because seasonality is really important in the restaurant industry. So you want to have seasonality, you want to have cyclicality, and you want to have a tool that allows you to embrace those aspects of your business. So fantastic. Now, let me talk to you about the pros and cons. Now, Aloha is great, but nobody's perfect. No tool is perfect. You have some problems here and there. You have some kinks here and there. So let's talk about that. But first, let's talk about the positive side because, we love being positive. So here are the pros I really want you to think about. You have an online ordering available. You have a robust and easy to use menu building options. You have a very attractive interface. You have tons of excellent custom features for different restaurant types. This is really what you have. You need to have that because not all restaurant types are the same or have the same sort of needs, the same constraints, and what have you. So if you have Aloha that's giving you that flexibility, that give you that convenience, this is really good. And you have both mobile and fixed hardware. You have EMV technology available, a cloud-based system. When we talk about cloud-based system, we're speaking about the traditional SaaS model, software as a service. So you don't have to pay, you don't have to buy anything, any hardware, what have you. You just pay something every month and you access the system, okay? You have easy reporting access and mobile data reporting features, and you have 24/7 customer support. Fantastic. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are talking about Aloha POS system. We're doing an in-depth review. We are really looking into the ins and outs of this product. And what about the cons? Because again, as I said, nothing is perfect. Nothing is perfect. So when you think about Aloha, it is expensive for small businesses. No hardware flexibility, so you can't bring your own system. It doesn't offer payment processing flexibility. Pricing is not really transparent. Setup can get complicated. We have seen reports of outages, okay, and you also have reports of too many clicks to perform transactions or take orders. Because you have to understand, if you have to have like 1 trillion clicks just to perform a transaction, that's just kind of crazy. Nobody wants that. You don't want it. I don't want it. Okay. and so pricing is not really transparent, and there have been some issues with customer support. So this is something that Aloha NCR, if you are listening to this show, you really want to pay attention to your pricing strategy. You want to pay attention to your customer service. I mean, it could be improved. Okay, so it really, really, it can be improved. Let me talk to you about the process. So when you think about Aloha, and if you are sitting there listening to me right now, you are thinking, should I go with them or should I not go with them? I want to give you a few deciding factors when we talk about the process. So the software cost is quote based. So you have a quote based monthly subscription. Reviews, like, in our view, we think it's around $100 or more per month. And in terms of the hardware cost, it is quote based, so you got to call customer service. You have to speak to someone. And systems resell online for about $800 to $900 to $1,000 or more. Okay, the payment processing cost is quote based. Remember, with NCR Aloha, you do have access to an internal payment processing platform, and the contract length. This is a monthly subscription, no contract required. So Aloha is not really tying you up into a sort of like a crazily long contract. Not a problem. You are free to go. You are free to cancel this contract or this sort of partnership at any time you want. This is really good. You have in terms of live support, you have a 24/7 dedicated support, dedicated customer support. So we love that a lot. And in terms of ease of use, the system is really user friendly for daily employee use. There might be some difficulties with the setup and integration. So this is something you need to think about. So when you think about Aloha, how does the Aloha POS work? Now, the software gives restaurant owners the ability to take orders, accept and process payments, manage employees, and perform several other business operations. And NCR also offers Aloha POS hardware options, including traditional countertop and handheld terminals. Okay, so in terms of software capabilities, you have orders and fulfillment, payment processing, employee management, site and system operations, mobile tools, and reporting. You also have inventory reporting capabilities. In terms of hardware, you can choose from several Aloha hardware terminals to run your POS software. NCR offers two main categories of hardware. You have traditional countertop terminals and you have mobile POS terminals. So you have to decide which one really works for you. Okay. In terms of the hardware here, so we have three categories, and I want you to remember this trifecta. You have countertop terminals, you have mobile terminals, and you need to have also additional hardware. Now, the additional hardware comes into play depending on the kind of restaurant operation that you are running, and also depending on the geography you have to cover, whether you are sitting, like whether your restaurant is static or mobile. Let me talk to you about the pricing. So, as I told you, the pricing can be improved. So, Aloha, if you're listening to me right now, our team has been researching your products for the last 5 years. And so the whole thing is that if you are asking yourself, how much does Aloha POS cost? Unfortunately, you will not find any publicly available information about Aloha Essentials POS pricing. You have to directly contact their sales team for a quote to find out their exact pricing structure. This is always a bit of a letdown in our view because, hey, listen, you have good POS providers like Square for Restaurants typically list their pricing clearly to provide users with straightforward information. I mean, Aloha has a different business model. They want you to contact their salespeople so they can actually put you into their sales funnel, in the sales funnel strategy, sort of like bring it from lead from a prospect to lead to qualified to marketing qualified leads to sales qualified leads and all the way to becoming a deal. So it is, I mean, we respect that. I mean, we do not think this is the best, but we respect it. So pricing for the traditional Aloha hospitality software is via licensing fees, which is a bit really antiquated. However, the new Aloha Essentials POS for restaurants is based on a monthly subscription. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you once again of today's topic. We are having a conversation about Aloha POS system. I'm giving you all the ins and outs, the review that you need to have. You need to have this before buying. Don't do anything before you listen to this until the end. Okay, don't let the Aloha's salespeople trying to razzle dazzle you, trying to confuse the hell out of you, just to sort of extract from you your hard-earned dollars. No, you want to make sure you do enough research before actually committing. And this review is going to give you all the ins and outs, all the gems you need. Okay, after some additional research, you need to understand that it's important to have this to think when you think about pricing. I want you to think about the software and also the hardware. And don't forget also the payment processing, because you have to process payments through Aloha. And so this is something you really need to think about. Now, the long and short of it is that Aloha POS is going to be expensive and better suited for enterprises that can afford this high-end product. So if you're sitting there, if you are a small business, you are not going to find your luck with Aloha system. I just want to tell you right away, I don't want to discourage you, but it's just what it is. I'm just telling you straight. You need to have a little bit of money to sort of afford Aloha. Let me really dig a little deeper here in terms of the features. So if you were to go with Aloha, or if you are considering Aloha, what are the features that you will be expecting? What's the beauty of this tool? What is the capability? What is the overall capability? What is the individual capability? What is also the centralization that you can expect? If you want to know the real nuts and bolts of a POS system, it is essential to understand its core features. So let's break down Aloha Restaurant's POS primary features. So you have cloud-based POS system that also has an offline mode that ensures you don't lose transactions. You have access key reporting data from off-site locations. There's also a mobile application available. You can quickly build menus, offer promotions, and customize orders and transactions. You can manage tabs and split checks with just a few touches off your screen. Touchscreen hardware systems that are built to last in a restaurant or hospitality environment. You have in-house payment solutions that provide you with EMV options and the ability to accept all primary forms of payment. You have a long list of outside integrations and add-ons that can add to the capability of your POS platform. Fantastic. You can manage all of your restaurant's menu, data, and promotions from a central location. You don't need to be on site to customize your point of sale platform. Fantastic. You have specific features for a range of different types of hospitality businesses, including pizza and wing stores. So what I'm trying to say here is that you have flexibility. You have ability. Okay. And basically you also have specific features for, let's say, specific mobile POS features that allow you to offer quick service and tableside ordering. You can set up mobile alerts that notify you of certain events or irregularities. You have access to customer support via telephone 24/7 every day of the year, boss. 24/7, 365. You have takeout ordering features that allow you to track past customers and store information. Plenty of features that also help you streamline the takeaway order and fulfillment process. You have robust security protocols that help you prevent intrusions and other issues. You have inventory management that enables you to keep track of important ingredients and products. So this is really good. This is really solid. This is really good. So what I'm trying to say here is that when you think about Aloha, you have data reporting, you have deployment types that are really great. You have industry serves. You have a constellation of industries that are served, ease of use, hardware integrations, payment processing, customer service. Fantastic. Let me quickly talk to you about the Aloha POS rivals. I mean, you have a lot of rivals, but into this conversation, I really want to stick to two. In our view, you have two that are really kicking ass also. Besides Aloha, you have a Square POS for restaurants. So Square is really fantastic, and we have Square and we have Clover. So Square for Restaurants offers a variety of industry-specific features, including ones for quick service eateries, bars, and ghost kitchens. Its pricing is really transparent. This is one thing we love about Square, because the pricing here is really transparent and straightforward. Nothing complicated. They're not trying to razzle-dazzle you. They're not trying to confuse the hell out of you. No, we love Square for that. And so Square also has a free software plan and an upgraded plan for about $60 to $75 in monthly subscription, as well as premium plans with custom pricing. This is really great. So the platform allows you to run front of house operations, from menu setups to table maps to tabs and gratuity. I'm talking here about tips. So it also provides reporting and employee management features as well as customer insights. Like Aloha POS, Square for Restaurants is an all-in-one POS system with fully compatible software, hardware, payment processing, and guess what? Add-on options. This is really, really great. And so this is for Square POS for restaurants. So you have an all-in-one tool that allows you to do a lot of things. A lot of things, boss. Okay, what about Clover? So Clover is a popular POS system for restaurants with a constellation of hardware and software options. So many of its plans have features similar to Aloha POS, including things like employee management, loyalty programs, and inventory management. So this is really cool. And for the restaurant and retail industries specifically, Clover allows you to manage tables, take payments without Wi-Fi, which is really important, and set up low stock alerts, schedule shifts for your team, and more. So I just want to quickly insist on the fact that Clover is really kicking ass when it comes to the ability to manage tables. The ability to manage tables. This is where your revenue is really at, boss. This is where the juice is at. So when you think about revenue management in your restaurant, you want to really manage tables properly, and you also want to really set up low stock alerts, okay, so that you have a clear idea about your inventory level. You don't want to be surprised. You don't want those sort of nasty surprises that, hey, listen, beep, 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 your inventory is too low. No. You don't want to have that kind of sound. So here is a verdict I really want you to pay attention to. So I've given you the pros and cons of Aloha. So the verdict is very clear. In our view, Aloha is really, really, really a fantastic tool. Fantastic tool with all the capabilities. It has all the bells and whistles of a modern POS tool. We love that a lot. It has great features, great capabilities, great everything. However, this will cost you money. Boss. So if you're sitting there, you don't have the ka-ching. You cannot afford Aloha. So Aloha is more for an established operation. So if you are a startup, if you are a startup and you are just wondering how to actually get your feet wet, Aloha is not the right POS system for you yet. You want to really hang out in the industry for a while, make some money, and really save a little bit before you actually switch to Aloha. And so the cost is number one. Number two, you also need to think about the fact that Aloha is very easy to use, but to setting it up might require some investment on your side. So your staff might have to sort of think about some learning curve. The learning curve might be steep. So what am I trying to say here? There are definitely some strong points associated with the Aloha POS. They have the restaurant business down. It's one of the industry's biggest players, and they have years behind the system's impressive list of features. And as Aloha POS is backed by one of the largest payment technology companies in the United States, they will always have a lot of benefits associated with the platform. They have adapted with the times by offering a cloud-based solution with tableside ordering, QR code payments, and remote reporting. Plus, there is an extensive list of integrations that can take the platform to the next level and help you expand locations. So, unfortunately, Aloha POS is a bit too vague about the pricing I just told you. And on top of that, it's a bit too vague about the individual components of the platform. They don't release information on pricing or payment processing fees. This leaves restaurants like, okay, what's going to happen here? Are you going to be surprised? That anytime a POS provider is really trying to play games and trying to be a little like playing secret games, we don't like that. I'm just telling you up front, we don't like that. So the thing here is that, think about that. So Aloha fits in the medium to large enterprise category. Okay, do they provide many tools you need to provide, let's say, great service and grow your business during these crazy times? But at what cost? Cost is important. So when considering the overall price with software licenses, hardware, credit card fees, ongoing support, the price might be hard to swallow. Too hard to swallow for you, boss. Okay, so bottom line here is that Aloha is great. It's a great solution for companies that have, let's say, very large needs and requirements. They want to work with an industry leader and can't afford it. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. Into this conversation, I was just talking to you about Aloha POS. This was a review, an in-depth review. So I give you the overview, the pros and cons, the process, the pricing, the features that you need to think about, the rivals, and the verdict. Thank you. God bless you. I'll speak to you another time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.